I really hope the camera got that noise. It sounded so freaking good.
Can I get the number 26 combo?
What kind of drink?
I'll do a iced caramel coffee.
Small or large?
The small.
Okay.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Devious Garage. Went ahead and picked myself up a Jack in the Box because, as you guys can see, it is really early in the morning. By the title of the video, you guys already know what I'm going to be installing in my car. First thing to do is actually unbox the product and see what we got inside. So we got our air filter here. This should be all of the piping in here. More piping. And last but not least, looks like just all the hardware for it. So I did pick this up used. The reason why is because I figured to myself that if I'm gonna get it and I could save myself a bit of money, especially as things are right now, why not go ahead and go for it? I've actually found somebody on the 10th Gen Civic page who's actually well known. They have a really good reputation, so I knew I wasn't gonna go ahead and be worried about getting scammed or anything like that. Shout out to him. He knows who he is, and hopefully he watches this video. And thanks again for hooking me up with a great deal on this. Cool. So it looks like we have our filter, we have our piping all right here, and all our hardware. And luckily everything's there. One thing that he did mention to me is that the best way to do it is actually getting rid of or taking off the bumper. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take off all the hardware, make sure I can get my bumper off, and once it's off, then I'm going to start working on getting the airbox off. So I finally managed to get everything off. I took off the bumper, as you can see over here. Got all the clips taken care of, make sure I don't lose any of those. Then I also went under here. I took off the under tray right here. So now, once I go into work, I can actually take these off. See if it'll zoom for you guys. But these are actually a pain to get to from the top part. So taking off the bumper actually makes it super easy. Also, as you can see over there, so dark under here, but basically this line right here gets readjusted with a little bracket that comes in there so it doesn't get in the way of the actual filter. So with this and working from the top, it should be a pretty easy install. Now sure, it's a little bit of work to get all the bumper pieces off, but in the long run it's worth it when it comes to this install. So I'm gonna go ahead and start removing this clamp right here, this clamp right here, start taking off the MAP sensor, and also start removing the bolts from here. Here, as you can see, there's one that's holding it. One right there, one right there, one right there, and I believe there's one. Yep, there's one right there as well. So I'm gonna start removing all this. This is pretty simple, just Phillips head screws, and then I'll catch up with you guys once that's done. Alrighty guys, so I got the old airbox off. That thing is huge, and as you can see, it takes up a lot of room in here. Look at all the space that we have now. So I heard that you have to basically relocate this clutch line that's right here. So once I relocate that, then it's just going to be a matter of putting in this, put the intake bracket on there, it should be good to go. So I'm under the car, and if you guys can see, there's going to be this bracket right here. So you're going to have to remove this bracket but it's like 10 millimeters, which I was starting to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these two off. You're gonna move this clutch line, you're gonna move it to this hole. So the hole that's right, hold on, 1 second here. So you're gonna move this to here, and the bracket that comes with the actual kit itself is gonna be this bracket right here. And this hole is gonna go exactly where it used to be, and it's gonna come with a little bolt like this. There we go. So this one is gonna go in the original hole where the clutch line was, and then the other bolt is gonna go in here. And what that's gonna do is give you more space so you can actually fit this tubing inside without having to hit anything. So the install takes a little bit of time only because you have to make sure that all the brackets are in the right place. So once you take off the whole bumper, it really does make it a lot easier. And I was like, why do you need to if you just need to get to the bottom? But no. So it's actually gonna make this part easier too. So there's a bracket that connects. Here, I'll show you guys that more. So the headlight, if you go down all the way, there's gonna be a bracket that connects to this spot right here. And trying to get this without taking off the bumper and making sure it lines up on the bottom of the intake, it's gonna be a lot of work. So I got that lined up, made sure, put my clamp on. It's all super tight. I did this area, made sure this was tight. It's gonna be so it might feel like it might not fit, but you're really gonna have to shove it in there. There's not much room to work with. So once you put the actual plastic tubing inside, it's gonna be set. So now all that's really left to do is put these on, which this is just gonna be basically lining it up, closing up the clamps, and double checking everything one more time, and starting up the car and seeing what it sounds like. So it took me about, to do all where I'm at right now, I'm probably at like 2 hours in. Most of it was just taking off the bumper, making sure everything was off, and the rest of it was just making sure every bracket was in the right place because I didn't want to mess it up and have to redo it all over again. It is looking so good. We got the PRL logo facing upward, got our final tubing in there, and then really after every bracket is put in your actual filter itself, all it is just bolting up the clamps. All I'm gonna do now is put in this. Alrighty. I'm gonna put in my screws, and we're gonna give it a start. Alright guys, it's time to turn her on. So as soon as I was pulling it out, a customer actually showed up, so I had to knock out that car. I haven't driven the car yet, so I'm still gonna have my reaction to that. I noticed that on the inside, it does have a nice more like the air that's pulling in, but I feel like you're really gonna feel it once you're actually driving the car and you hit those high RPMs. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually put my bumper back on the car, so that way I can go drive it around and not have to worry about anything flying off. One more thing I noticed is I forgot to put my mic on my camera, so if the last clips didn't sound the same, sorry about that. Hey guys, so it's actually the next day. It got really busy at work and I had to leave my car here overnight because I didn't want to go ahead and ruin the video with not having my first reaction. So I just got done cleaning it, wiping it down because I didn't want to look dirty, especially with having a new part on there. You always want to have a clean car with a new part to show off. So with that being said, I'm going to pull out my car and then we're going to go on a drive and just see how this thing sounds like when you're actually stepping on it and those higher RPMs. One essential mod that you guys need right now is just carry out one of these with you guys. If you guys can find it, buy as much as you can at once and just always have one in your car because you never know what you're going to end up touching. One thing I'm noticing is that right now at lower RPMs, you can't really hear much, like if you're just cruising around. You can hear like a little bit of crackles coming from the muffler delete, but not much, and I'm only going at like 1,500 to 2,000 RPM. Still not much from there. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll do a quick one right here, guys. Let's see what we get. I really hope the camera got that noise. It sounded so freaking good. The way that it bounced off the rev limiter and then you get the hair like psh, it was so damn loud. Like inside it was one thing, but once you're actually driving this car, oh. All right, let's do some more. All right, guys, first gear. Oh my God. Okay, second gear pull. That sounds so freaking good. Oh my God. My footage is just gonna be me revving and letting off the gas. Oh my goodness. That sounds so freaking good. I'm so glad that I listened to my gut and went with PRL, because everyone was saying that if you want sound and good quality, go with PRL, and oh my, they did not. I'm telling you guys right now that if you guys have the opportunity to pick up a PRL intake, the cold air intake, whether it be the street or the race, depending on what your budget is and what your build is going for, get it, get it, get it. I am totally in love with this car all over again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna try to find an open area, because where I'm driving around right now, there's a lot of like windings and a bunch of stops, so I don't want to deal with that. Let me go find some open road and I'll catch up with you guys. Turn off the AC real quick, but let me go ahead and do another pull for you guys, just so you guys can hear this. I'll try to hold the camera outside of the window. I'm not gonna lie, we almost lost her there. I was holding it with one hand and I was hiding, I just felt the wind go, whoa. Oh my goodness, I can't get over this sound. I literally just want to keep doing pulls. I want to find a place to do like little drive-bys and all that, but it's a little complicated, you know, because all the security guards are looking at you like you're trying to rob a place. Like, no, I ain't trying to do that, I'm just trying to show off my car, like, damn it. So what I think I'm gonna end up doing is, since it's kind of hard to set my camera down in a place knowing that it won't get stolen, because you just never know. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait, because I'm actually hanging out with my girlfriend not too long from now. I'm gonna have her hold the camera in a little bit, and that way I can get a really, really good shot of the car just driving by for you guys. First off, I want to say thank you guys so much for helping reach 500 plus subscribers. It's still crazy to see that number, and going, you know, starting from my first video where I got like maybe like 20, 30 views to where we are at now. Thank you guys so much, and I really hope that you guys are enjoying the SI content. I love making it for you guys. I know this video took a little bit longer to make, it's just because I was really busy at work and trying to find it to fit in to make the install for you guys. But overall, I really hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and also let me know what else you would love to see on the SI. Till the next one.